Hello, beautifuls, and welcome back to Cinderella Phenomenon. Oops, I forgot to even say who I am. Hello, beautifuls, this is Aromie here. I feel like my voice sounds funny, so I'm sorry if it does. I don't know. Ever since I've gotten sick and I recovered from it, I feel like my voice is funny, and I've mentioned it for the past couple videos. But I still feel like it's weird. I don't know why, and I really hope it's not sounding different. Maybe it sounds different in my head. Anywho, they truly are the best croissants I've ever had. As we come to the end of the breakfast, Fritz turns to me, a hesitant expression on his face. Princess. Yes? Hate to say this, but I'm expected at the palace today. I'm afraid I have to ask you to stay here on your own. But the people at the march-in. I was planning on returning today to explain why I haven't been back. But it's not safe for you outside. I understand, but there are people I must see. I will not stay here for much longer. Can I really not change your mind about staying here? I know that Fritz can certainly keep me safe, but I cannot shake the feeling that I'm safer at the march-in, even if it means having to stay with the witch that cursed me. When I do not answer, Fritz sighs and shakes his head. Very well, I will ask for a day off so I can personally escort you back to this march-in. Tomorrow. Sorry? Take me back tomorrow. Tomorrow, then. Yeah, there you go, Fritz. Can't make you call out work. I spend the day looking around the house. This home is so impersonal. You'd never know two different people live here. The rooms are so empty. Even I had my dolls in my room. As I walk about the living room, I notice a broom standing forgotten and alone in a corner. I suddenly remember the broom Delora enchanted for me. I do not miss that broom, but this one could definitely use a ribbon. Princess? Fritz, that was fast. I have something for you. Oh yeah, it's Delora. I found this doll in my room at the palace. She's one of yours, isn't she? The Delora doll was still in my room, but how? She was probably looking for me. She is. I thought so. Isn't she one of your favorites? Yes, she was. Until she cursed me. How did she get into your room? No idea. Perhaps one of the maids left her there, but I thought you'd like it back. Oh, like it if I brought her back to you. Or back for you. After finishing dinner, Fritz excuses himself to run more errands, so I return to my room. Earlier when Fritz had given her to me, I threw Delora on my bed. Delora? Now I turn and glare at her, and all at once the doll comes alive with a sigh. Would you believe me if I said I was worried? I honestly thought you... Okay, I was gonna go back and be like, hello? I honestly thought you were going to act like you didn't recognize me. It made me happy that you said I was your favorite, Michiko. You were my favorite. You wound me, princess. What are you doing here? Do you have any idea how worried Parfait was? When Waltz came back alone and told us what happened, well, Parfait and Anise went into hysterics. The boys and Jurian looked like they were going to commit murder. When you didn't come back that night, I had a lot of trouble convincing everyone to stay at the march-in when they wanted to look for you. Especially Waltz. You have no idea how guilty he felt after losing you like that. Yeah, I wanted to come back, but Fritz said no. They were looking for me? Princess, why didn't you come back to the march-in? I was going to, but Fritz is overprotective. I know it's not... Hush! Don't hush! I stopped myself when I hear footsteps just outside the door. This is entirely unnecessary. The walls have ears, Sir Alcaster. Two men walk away, leaving the hallway silent. That is just another one of Sir Alcaster's late-night errands. But my words die in my throat when I turn to Delora and see that she's eerily silent, her forehead furrowed. His presence. Delora? It is weak, but it's there. I can feel it. Delora, what are you talking about? Finally, Delora looks at me slowly, as if just now recognizing we are both in the same room. This is bad. We must return to the march-in. Now. How? Chapter 4, Mask. I watch as Delora paces on the floor along the side of the bed. You're a witch. Can't you just teleport us out of here? Teleportation and portals are high-level magic that only the barriers in a select field can cast. Oh! I look closely at her, so you cannot cast that spell. I would have cast it already if I could, princess. I had thought with all the bluffing you do that you would be more capable. Any more sass and I'll turn you into a toad. You wouldn't dare. Or would I? I glare at her, but she does not look away. Arguing will not get us out of here. We need to get back to the merchant. Why can't we just ask Fritz to help us? It would be easier that way. I do not understand why he can't just come with us. I don't trust him. That means nothing coming from someone as untrustworthy as you. Well, I can say with certainty that I am the most trustworthy person you have right now, dear princess. And I can also promise that you are not safe here. And I insist Fritz come with us. I know he has a curse, which means he should be welcome there. No. Okay. Until I can prove that he can be trusted, he is not welcome. He might be the same as Alcaster. The moment Delora mentioned Sir Alcaster, she suddenly stopped speaking. She shakes her head and turns away. What does Sir Alcaster have to do with any of this? Nothing you should concern yourself with. You're still the most suspicious one here, witch. That's it. I've run out of patience. I'm done waiting around, princess. We're going back to the marching right now. And how do you suppose we'll sneak past Fritz? Delora smiles at me. The mischief in that smile is all too familiar. Oh no. I am a witch, princess. Just gonna sleep him? Gonna sleep? I walk alongside Delora as we make our way back to the marching. Delora is now in her human form, humming cheerfully. Not what you were expecting? No. Sometimes simple is better. Why use a spell when a potion will do the trick? That's why she had me distract Fritz at dinner. Was a sleeping potion in his cup, his cup, not club. Ah, perceptive. Yes, nothing can wake him up, wake him from his slumber. But he will wake up. Please, I'm a good witch, remember? I don't do the killing thing. Now pick up the pace, princess. We have a meeting to get to. Fritz is gonna go crazy. Oh my god, what if Fritz is like... Yamato? Is it Yamato? I forgot his name. Tamaki? Who am I? I can't recall. But from Amnesia Memories, the blonde guy, where he was very, very overprotective and he kind of was possessive with it. Hit my mic, sorry. But that character is the top scariest character I've ever played in any visual novel that I've played. He's the highest top scary person, and that's why I can't remember his name. We make it back to the marching without incident. Jurian and Garland are waiting for us inside. As soon as they see us, they dart toward the door. You made it! We were worried that we might need to break in to get you both out. Don't sound so surprised. I told you I could handle this. Then why did it take you so long to return here? Because someone was being stubborn and refused to leave without her knight. You weren't followed? Of course not. I'm very glad you're alright, princess. Fritz is my personal knight. The time I spent with him was the safest I've felt since I've been cursed. It felt more normal. I know he's dependable and will do whatever I ask of him. It's his job to protect me after all. I barely know these people. I would rather be with Fritz, but something about Sir Alcaster puts me on edge. As you can see, the princess is perfectly fine. She hasn't thought at all. Oh, thanks. Jurian ignores Delora and fixes her gaze on me. We were very worried when you suddenly disappeared, princess. I didn't suddenly disappear. Waltz lost me. I stare at her confused. What was there to be worried about? I was with Fritz. I know that the circumstances may not have been the best, but Fritz protected me. And I had plans to return to the marching at some point. Why does anyone here care what happens to me anyway? Where's Parfait? Well, she isn't here. She's barely been back since you left. What? Ever since we got your message that you had found the princess, Lady Parfait has been absent from the marching. She returns, but only ever briefly. Does she say where she goes? No. She won't answer even if someone asks her. But smiles that fairy smile of hers and says nothing at all. Drives me crazy when she does that. What is going on? I honestly do not know what's going on. Where is this story going? So the fairy we need to see is here. I had thought that I wanted to return here, but now that everyone knows I am safe, it is fine to return to Fritz, isn't it? Character, no. Fritz is bad, apparently. I feel uneasy being around so many people that are openly keeping secrets from me. Then there is no reason for me to be in here. I can return to Fritz. No. You're in no position to order me around. I will go back and no one will stop me. I began walking toward the door when I hear Dolores sigh heavily behind me. Alright, keep your dress on. I was not planning on removing it. It's a figure of... Oh, never mind. Look, just give me a few seconds, okay? I need to get some things and then we'll go back. Me? You won't even think that I'll let you go back alone, princess. I'm left alone with Jurian and Garland. Are you really staying at Alcaster's home? I'd almost forgotten that Jurian and Garland had served under Sir Alcaster's command when they were still in the Order of Caldera. Yes. The two former knights are uncharacteristically quiet, their expressions dark. Is something wrong? Are you sure you're safe there, princess? Of course. Fritz has been my personal knight for the last 3 years. I know that he will protect me no matter what. Just be careful around Alcaster. Alcaster or Alcaster? I don't know. Something happened between you and Sir Alcaster. I'd still be a part of the Order of Caldera if it weren't for him. It was said that Jurian and Garland had been discharged for disobeying Sir Alcaster's order, but is that the whole truth? He's a two-faced traitor if I ever saw him again. Jurian? What happened? It's nothing to worry about, princess. Delora told me the same thing. What exactly are they hiding about Sir Alcaster? She should be worried about it, damn it. Of all people in Angeli, she should know what he is planning. Someone coughs. We turn to see Dolores standing there looking at us expectantly. What did I miss? Jurian was telling me about why she left the Order of Caldera. Was she? I've never seen Dolores glare at anyone the way she was glaring at Jurian. Eventually, the former knight turns away. Let's go, Garland. Stay safe, princess. You too, Lady Delora. Didn't you want to return to the knight's house? Why are you stalling now? You know something about Sir Alcaster being the reason for the knight's discharge, don't you? Yes. Well then, why are you insisting on keeping it a secret? You lived in the palace before and heard the rumors. You were content with them. Why are you suddenly taking so much interest in all this now? Because you and the knights were clearly hiding something about him. Curiosity can kill a cat, little princess. Besides, none of this is important right now. You have other things to focus on, like breaking your curse. What have you done these past few days, Nothing. Nothing, that's what. Oh, it's like you want to remain Little Miss Peasant forever. Excuse me, Delora? The only reason I am in this position is because of you, and you haven't done nothing to help me. Excuse me? All I've ever gotten from you are insults and snide remarks. I have been trying my best, but you of all people should know how difficult it is for me. I stopped talking at once, the anger and frustration inside of me making it difficult to form words. I miss Rod's route. Delora has been with me for almost a year now. She should know how difficult it is for me to be good. But she never understood. She still cursed me. It is as if she is mocking me. I turn away from Delora and head toward the door. Princess, wait! Nope! Bye, Delora. I have better things to do than get insulted by a witch. I've done nothing but think about how to break the curse she put on me. How dare she? Oh, it's Waltz! Princess! Oh, I need to keep walking though, don't I? I can't. I'm sorry, Waltz. Maybe the next route. I don't have time for this. I ignored Waltz and continued walking. Waltz reaches out to take hold of my arm, forcing me to stop. What are you doing? I'm leaving. Leaving? Do you know how worried everyone's been? How worried I was? Please don't do this! This is not your route! I cannot, my heart cannot. As you can see, I'm fine. I will be even better when I'm away from the Marchand, so I am leaving. 3 days? What? I haven't seen you in 3 days and you're just going to brush me off? What? Please! You're putting me in a difficult situation here. I've been spending all of my free time looking for you after we got separated that day. Did you know how bad I felt when I lost you? If something had happened to you, I would never have forgiven myself. Dolores sent you Dolores sent you her message. Yes, but even then, all we knew was that she was with you. That didn't mean you were safe. I yanked my arm out of his grasp. I would have been perfectly safe even if Dolores wasn't with me. In fact, I would have still have my old life if she had never cursed me. Princess. Oh, it's Claude. Seeing everyone again is making my heart so sad because this route is this route's heartbreaking. You found her. Technically, not really. Karma is suddenly standing before me, smiling with relief. We were worried about you, darling. It's good to see that our princess has returned. We have so much to catch up on. You should come inside. Oh, I got a sparkly spark. She says she's leaving. What? But why? She says she's fine without us and can't understand why we've been worried. I think Dolores has something to do with the situation. What did she say to you, princess? Nothing she didn't need to hear. Insufferable witch. Sounds like a cat fight to me. Karma, you might want to keep your nose out of other people's business. I'm not staying here any longer. You cannot stop me from leaving. I turned on my heels and began to walk off. Princess, whilst I would totally wait for you, but again, this is Fritz's route, so I'm praying this route it's gonna be turned around because it's only making me more sad because Waltz is such a prince here. Let her go. What? But outside she needs some space to think. Don't gar. Okay. Don't go too far though, princess. Are you daft? I said I'm not coming back. You will if you value your life, princess. I cannot quell the irritation stirring in the pit of my stomach. I turn on my heels and walk off. So peaceful here at night. The sound of approaching footsteps makes me stop. Standing out here alone in the darkened plaza does not bode well. I quickly slide into an alleyway and stand with my back to the wall, hoping the shadows will keep me from sight. Why are you following me? A voice from the other night. You noticed. Sir Alcaster? Don't think I'm a useless idiot like the boy. Of course I noticed. I would take care in remembering that me and the boy are nothing alike. I don't think you can fool me, Varg. Varg? I have to know. I move silently, sticking my head out at an angle so I can see the man standing before Alcaster. Who are you? The plaza is empty except for two people. Sir Alcaster is looking at a man that wears an elaborate mask. I notice he also carries an odd-looking cane. That must be Varg, but who is he and how does Sir Alcaster know him? I've never seen anyone like him in the palace before. What would I want to fool you for? Then explain why you're out here when you haven't been ordered to come to the plaza. Tell me. You wanted the princess kept safe, didn't you? Do not be flippant. You know we serve Mithras in this. What? What does Sir Mithras want? Is the princess not in the house? Would I be out here if she was? Oh, what was that? Do not be smart with me. Sir Alcaster just punched him like it was nothing. How is he still standing? That blow should have knocked him to the ground. Answer me clearly, has she left the house? Sir Alcaster's voice is eerily calm and level, despite the fact that his body is still tense. Yes. You will find her before dawn. I will not repeat myself. Answer me. Yes, I will find her. Good. I watch as Sir Alcaster walks away, leaving Varg to stand alone in the dark plaza. I can barely breathe as I stand watching him, waiting for some kind of movement. It looks like Sir Alcaster has ordered him to keep me safe. But I do not know of this arrangement and will not trust him. Oh, hello? The sound of shattered glass echoes across the plaza. Varg immediately rushes off to investigate, moving away from my hiding spot. I feel myself instinctively follow after him despite my mind's logical protest. Hush! Wait, hello? Oh, it's Delora. Oh, thank God. Delora places her hand over my mouth to muffle my voice. We both watch Varg until he disappears and there is nothing but silence for company. Then and only then does Delora move her hand away from my mouth. That man, did you catch his name? What? His name? Sir Alcaster called him Varg. Varg? Who is he? Judging by the mask and cane, he probably works for the witches. At least that's what Parfait and I think. Looks like he's working for Sir Alcaster too. We looked up and noticed Karma and Watts running towards us. Here comes the cavalry. Late as expected. Watts looks winded, but that does not stop him from glaring at me. Don't ever do that again. And what is happening here, You two look awfully suspicious hiding out in an alleyway. None of your business. I'm surprised when Delora takes my arm and pulls me away from Watts and Karma. Where are you going? Mysteries are afoot, kid, and we're not going to solve any of them by waiting around the march-in for Parfait to return from her business. Where are you taking the princess and why? That's a good question. Delora, we all decided that the march-in is the safest place the princess can be. Technically, the princess is safest wherever either Parfait or I can keep an eye on her, and now we have an excuse for the princess to be somewhere else. She speaks as if I am a child to be babysat. I've got some questions that need answering, and I'm going to need the princess to get them solved. Besides, she's directly involved in some mess, and she wants answers too. Something seems off about this whole thing. Sorry to say, but your opinions on this matter are irrelevant. Let's go. Delora? The solemn expression on Walt's face is foreign to me. There is darkness in his eyes, a warning. I trust you. And as you should. Delora nods and turns back to me. We'll be in touch. Let me know when Parfait gets back. Our trip back to the Leverton home is silent. Delora has reverted to her doll form. I hold her close to my chest. Both of us are quiet, and I am lost in my own thoughts. I wonder what questions Delora has that I could possibly help her with. Delora? Princess? We speak at the same time. Alright, you first. Or not, I'll go first then. I want to apologize. Don't look so surprised. I can admit when I'm wrong. That's a lesson you need to learn too, but that's for another day. I know you've been working to break the curse, and I know you've been putting a lot of effort into it. And I know why it would be difficult for you to accomplish 3 good deeds. I want you to know that I do want you to succeed, Princess. Most of the time it doesn't feel that way. I'm sorry. I wouldn't have cursed you if I didn't think you were capable of overcoming it, Michiko. I truly believe you will break your curse. We turn onto the path that leads to the Leverton home. I pause to squint at the oddly shaped shadow by the doorway. I quickly slip off the road and behind the nearest obstacle. It's dark, but is that... Laura has not seen what I have. She keeps talking. More to the point, you must break your curse. It's vital that you do as soon as possible. There's a very good reason why I slap my hand over her mouth to muffle her. I have only just managed to hide her when the shadow moves. The moonlight glints off his mask for just an instant, but it's enough. It's Varg. It starts to turn in my direction. Oh my god, that is... My heart is racing. That is scary. Move back. Stay still. Stay still. Horror movies, you're not supposed to stay still, but moving is worse too. I don't know what to do. Might as well pretend to be grass. just fall out. I freeze in place. There's no one here. Look away. Look away. Delora is still struggling in my arms. I should do my best to still her with my hands. If she gets us caught. Then, as if by magic, the clouds move, obscuring the light of the moon, and an inky black, almost unnatural shadow falls over me. I'm doomed. After a heartbeat, he turns away from me. I watch as he slips around the side of the Leverton home and disappears from sight. Oh, I'm safe? I run back to the plaza, but Watts and Karma are no longer there. What do I do now? Not even a thank you? Laura pops her head out of my pocket, shaking out her hair. I just moved some clouds and played with some shadows to keep us hidden from a crazy masked man. But, you know, I do that all the time. That was you? Well, it wasn't the wind. I had no idea she had such power. Well, hello there. Oh no! I whirl around, once again keeping my hands over Delora to hide her from sight. That isn't the crown princess herself. Crap, we're caught! This is very adrenaline rushing, and it's very scary. I didn't sign up for this. Surely good princesses shouldn't be out on their own at this time of night. Well, I've been choosing all the right ones so far. I think. But then, you're not well, not the first, well, the first time I was correct, but I was impatient and I chose the second one, and then I had to go back and choose the first one. But then, you're not all that good, are you? Good girls do what they're told and stay in one place, but you're not one for letting people keep you rooted in place, are you? Do you have any idea how long I've been looking for you? Heh, where are my manners? I haven't introduced myself. He swoops into a deep, elegant bow. I'm Varg, Sir Outcaster's humble servant. He told me about your issues. He asked me to keep an eye on you, make sure you're safe. I already have a personal knight. Oh, could have fooled me. Haven't seen him around, have you? No, because you're him. At least I think so. Fritz. Looks like he's slacking off to me. Fritz is not slacking off, he's just under the influence of an extremely potent sleeping potion and is unable to wake up. So we can sneak out. This is all my fault. A crown princess shouldn't have to make an excuse for her knight, don't you think? Sound like he's pretty incapable. Varg approaches, then holds out his arm. I'll escort you back. I stare at his arm but do not take it. Varg tilts his head to the side. I cannot read his expression through his mask. Don't you trust me, princess? No. What were you expecting? Wasn't expecting you to be honest. I thought princesses were meant to be shy and sweet all the time. You know, like Emmy. I am not Emmy. So I'm learning. Varg reaches out and grabs my hand. He places it in the crook of his arm with a smug smile. Let's go. I can do nothing but follow as he forces me along. I do not appreciate being dragged. And I do not like waiting around for something that's not going to happen. This is for your own safety, princess. He flashes an almost predatory smile at me, his teeth startlingly bright in the darkness. He says he is meant to keep me safe, but I feel like he is going to devour me. Because he's a big bad wolf. I am still shaking when I return to a room the Leverton home. I've already heard Varg leave the house, but I am not convinced the lock on the front door would keep him out. Well, that was exciting. Are you alright? I cannot show weakness. Not now. Not ever. I am fine. I never knew there was a back door to this place. Pretty convenient for sneaking past your guard dog, isn't it? Wonder how Varg knew that door existed. Hey, chin up. You did well back there. I froze. I did nothing. I was useless. There's nothing you could have done. He's already seems to be an accomplished tracker. But nothing. If anything, this was my fault for not being able to protect you. I do not know why I am so afraid of Varg. He works for Sir Outcaster. He wouldn't hurt. She has that look again. It's because of her suspicions of Sir Outcaster, or because she suspects that Varg is serving the witches. Outcaster mentioned Sir Mithras before, but I have no idea how he plays into any of this. No point worrying about it now. We're not going to get answers just by staring at the wall. Might as well get some sleep. What are you telling me, Delora? Why aren't you telling me? An awful lot, Michiko. And I'm not going to tell you anything until tomorrow morning, so go to bed. I do not think I'll be able to sleep tonight unless... Delora? Yes? It is strange because I had a thought I'd outgrown this tendency, but I used to do this all the time. Can I hold you until I fall asleep? I think I see a glimmer of a smile on Delora's face. Of course. Oh, is she gonna turn into a doll now? Oh, that's cute! That's like me sleeping with my stuffed animals if I can't go to sleep. Technically, I do that every night. I've been trying to outgrow that, but it's not working. I grab Delora and I hold her against my chest. Her weight and shape are familiar and comforting. When I was in the palace, hugging my dolls made me feel like I wasn't alone. Sweet dreams, Michiko. Oh, thanks, Delora. At least you're still nice. My queen. That voice is familiar. Fate and the traitors approach. The Tenebrarum goes weak. Mother? You prevail. You are far stronger, far more beautiful. Enough. My beauty is irrelevant. The tide of the war is turning. We must consider our options. But your majesty, if I must wait for my revenge, then I will. What will you do? As my queen commands, my faithful student, you will be rewarded for your loyalty. And the traitor will be damned for his betrayal. Believe in me. Believe in us. We will be victorious. The humans and the traitors will pay. I sit up in bed, my heart pounding. My head itches. But my bun is in the way. I can't remember. The details of the dream are already fading from my mind, but the dread still hangs in my chest like a dark, heavy cloud. It must have been a nightmare. I guess it is, because we're not going to find out. But this is where we're going to stop today's episode. It's already chapter 4. We don't have enough information about Fritz. The progression of the story is different from the rest of the stories. I guess this is why it was locked. It's more focused about the baddies, so we get to see their point of view. Hopefully we figure out what's going on with Fritz, because I feel like he's Varg. Like, he has 2 split personalities, where he's the Little Red Riding Hood as Fritz, but then the Big Bad Wolf as Varg. And his own father doesn't even notice that, because he looks so different in a way. I don't know. I have no idea. But I'm praying that his storyline and how he got his curse and everything is worth all this confusion. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Stay beautiful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.